What is up, ice fishing freaks? Luke Reeser here from Too Fat to Hunt Outdoors. So we're gonna go out and do some fishing today, and I only got one shiner in my minnow bucket. I'm gonna put a tip up out, see if that one shiner will catch us a big pike or a big bass or something big. And then I'm probably gonna put out another tip up with a smaller minnow on it, or the dangler out with a crappie minnow on it or something. Gonna do some jigging with the tickle stick and the frostbite jig, try to find some fish, and then I got a couple new spoons that I'm gonna try out. See if we can catch some bigger ones, find some crappies, something. So yeah, get the sled out, get hiking, drill some holes, and drop some lines. Stay tuned. Schlaunch hunting starts right now. All right, folks, so we're all set up now. Just got the dangler out. Got a crappie minnow on there about 3 feet down under the ice. I was going to get my tickle stick and start jigging, and I heard something, turned around, and the rod was down and she was dangling. Turned my camera on, ran over here, camera died, and the fish let go just before I grabbed it. So I just loosened my drag a little bit. That way if one grabs it again, hopefully he can take a little slack. It didn't take long though. I got a tip up set up all about 20 yards behind my, not even that far, just behind my sled here with my only big shiner. It's a really big shiner. Maybe a northern will grab it, and we're gonna go to work, see if we can find some fish. All right, folks, first drop with the tickle stick. Got the little schnozberry jig on. I'm gonna start with that. I think I'm gonna try my Widowmaker here maybe too. I was really like that jig, and it was doing pretty good for me the other day. First time I used it on that other lake. Oh, there got one coming up right now. Racing off the bottom. There he is. Actually don't feel bad. Not too bad of a gill. Not real big though. We're gonna go ahead and throw that one back. See if we can catch some bigger ones out here. Man, he come up like a frickin' freight train. Come on, dangler, start dangling. Oop, just missed one. If I had to guess, my yep, waxworm is gone. There's definitely some fish here. Hopefully they're quality ones though. So it's been really warm the last few days, like upper 40s, maybe even in the 50s. All the snow pretty much melted, and then today it's 16 degrees out. So I was afraid that the bite would turn off, but I've had 3 bites here in less than 2 minutes. So I'd say there's some fish around that are hungry. Like, this is the longest I've went without a bite now. Maybe it might be a hole hopping day. There we go. Different hole. Caught the fish. That's a pretty decent gill there. It's a keeper. 8-incher, I bet. Yeah. Nothing wrong with that all day long. Nice chunky 8-inch bluegill, I bet. There he is. Oh, that's a nice one too. That's even bigger. Look at that guy. That's a nice one. Dandy. Alright, folks, so there's a school of nice gills down here. They're kind of being weird about biting though. They'll all come up and swarm it. Seems like if I can get them chasing good, I'll raise it up real high, and one will follow it up and bite it real quick as soon as I stop it. See what happens if I take her down to the bottom. Below these fish, catch them off guard. There we go. Hit it again. Oh, there we go. That's another dandy. That's another chunk. You frickin' betcha. Another beautiful big old bluegill. Chunky. Oh, I want to switch and try my spoons out, but Why try to fix it if it ain't broken, right? All right, first drop in the last hole. I drilled 4 holes. And I've caught fish out of every one. If I can catch 1 fish out of this hole, that'll be 1 out of each hole, and then I'm gonna go check on the dangler, make sure I got it at a good depth. I didn't use my XLR to set it. I just kind of judged it. It worked the first time because it got hit right away. Nothing's touched it since. Come on. There he is. That feels good. Oh, another decent one. Not quite as big as the last 2, but pretty close. Definitely a keeper bluegill. All right, awesome. Awesome, awesome. Oh, got a flag up. It's not spinning. Oh, yeah, it's spinning. She's spinning now. Nothing. Huh. Did you trip the flag, Shiner? Well, that sucks. Alright, so I just adjusted the dangler. It looked pretty good where it was at. Oh, there's a button already. Just dropped down and crappie. You betcha. Not a giant crappie, but we'll take him. He come up and whacked her too. So we got the dangler a little deeper than what it was. And what I did have it sitting at about 5 feet. I got it down about 8 now. There's another one. Just because that's a little guy. I moved it down a little deeper just because it wasn't getting any bites. We'll see what happens, I guess. Oh, missed him. I was playing cat and mouse. Alright, folks, I'm going to try one of these new spoons I just picked up. This is a 1/16 ounce Slender Spoon Pro, I think, or Pro Series Slender Spoon. I don't remember what they call that color. Fire Gill or something like that. I'm going to throw a couple spikes on there. We're going to drop that down on the other Tickle Stick, the shorter one. See if we can catch something on this. I have not caught a fish on this Tickle Stick yet. There we go. Hooked up on the spoon. Little gill. I didn't anticipate that. He got her good too. Whew. Alright, folks, I haven't really done very well in the past probably 25 minutes, so tried that Slender Spoon, caught one little dink. Couldn't really get any more bites on it, so grabbed my ultralight and tied on the Widowmaker jig here. If you watched my last video, I did pretty well on this. It's actually just a touch bigger than what I usually use. Is a 4mm, and it's purple with pink dots. I'm going to switch it up and throw on a red spike. See if I can catch them off guard. I might even put a couple spikes on there. Yeah, I'm going to throw a couple spikes on there. See if that'll work. A couple nice marks down there, about 9 feet. Whole bunch of them coming up now. See what's going on. They're looking at it, no doubt about it. But is one of them gonna eat it? 3 big red marks down there. Oh, man. He like just sat on it. There we go. That's a nice one there. About time. Jesus, I haven't caught a freaking decent fish in like almost an hour. Widowmaker right there. Pretty good one right there on the Widowmaker. Ooh. Dangler's going off. Got him. Big crappie. Big crappie on the dangler. Oh my god. Freaking right. You betcha. Right in the top of the noggin. That has got to be my PB crappie right there. For this year for sure. You freaking betcha. Dangler, baby. C4 outdoors. What do you think of that, Rob? You freaking betcha. Woo! Yes, sir. We're gonna get a measurement on him in a little bit. Let's go get this sucker down again. What do we got here? Right at 12, right at a foot. Maybe a freaking eighth of an inch shy. So probably not my, well, I think it is. I don't think I've caught one 12 inches yet. Pretty close to 12, but you betcha. Freaking stoked. Those are the crappies we want. Let's get another minnow on this guy. And just catching that crappie was worth the day for me. It's all I've been wanting to do this year is catch at least one big crappie. I don't know, I struggle getting on a school of them sometimes. That was a donk to me, 12-incher. Biggest one I've caught in a long time. I caught a couple last year that were about that size. And that was a solid fish to be my first dangler fish. There we go. Feels like a little one. Oh, big one actually. Nice one. You betcha. He just freaking choked it. There we go. There we go. You betcha. Number 9. Number 9. Nice solid gill. All these gills have had messed up fins. Nice solid ones though. Alright, so I just drilled 3 new holes. Just a little ways behind where I've been fishing. Every fish I caught has been on those 4 holes that I drilled originally, so it's starting to kind of slow down. So I figured I'd drill some more holes relatively close. See if I can hit them with a surprise attack. So I'm gonna get these 3 holes cleaned out. I'm gonna get these 3 holes cleaned out and I'm gonna try them. Alright, we're gonna go with the first hole that I just drilled here. It's a big mark down there just off the bottom, a little about a foot. See if we can coax them into biting. There's one. Actually don't feel too bad. Nice one. Keeper. Not too bad. Probably be the smallest that I kept if I do keep him. We'll throw him back. Alright, second hole. Ooh, that feels good. Not really, but it's a pumpkin. First pumpkin I think I've ever caught out here. He clobbered it too. Hefty little fella. Oh, there we go. That feels good. You betcha. Old reliable. Last hole over here. That's a big one. Big chunky donk. You bet. Got him. Little perch. Smoked the spoon. Well, folks, that's a wrap. I'm gonna wrap it up today. I just packed up the tip up. put the dangler away. I'm gonna scoop up my fish and put the rest of my stuff away, and I'm gonna hike it off back to dry land. Wasn't too bad of a day out here today. Right away we got on some fish, which was pretty cool. Caught some really nice gills today, and best part of the day was the big crappie, big 12-incher. I wish I could have caught a few more of them, but it is what it is. I'm glad just to catch one. You know, that really pumped me up. So key baits of the day today: crappie minnow on a little hook on the dangler. Caught the biggest fish of the day. I used 2 different frostbite jigs. I think I used the 3mm schnozberry. That's what I started with, and that's what I caught the majority of the big gills on. Then I switched to the Widowmaker, that little glow jig, purple with pink dots on it. That worked pretty good. And then I went back to a smaller frostbite jig. I went to the cotton candy, finished up the day. I'm keeping 11 panfish today, 1 big crappie, a smaller crappie, and the rest were all big gills. I don't know how much ice fishing we got left this year. Hopefully a good month yet. It's starting to cool back down, and it's really making ice today. It's been popping and hollering all day. So yeah, we got some ice fishing left to do this year, which is great. I hope you guys aren't getting sick of it, because I'm not. So yeah, if you're new here at Too Fat to Hunt Outdoors, don't forget to destroy that thumbs up button. Subscribe to Too Fat to Hunt Outdoors. I post videos 2 times a week, every Tuesday and every Friday. Luke Reeser signing off. Always remember, you're never too fat to fish.